Good morning, Hojo staff, students, and families. Today is Wednesday, August 26th, and we're ready to start our day. Yahateben, everyone. Please stand. Place your right hand over your heart. Eyes are on the flag. Bodies are still. Voices are off. And we recite the Pledge of Allegiance together. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. Good morning, everyone. It's Wednesday. So yesterday we had our first testing. A little bit rocky, and sometimes it wasn't perfect, but we're going to give it a go again today and see what happens. But first, let's do some music together. So let's choose a selection from last year, just to review before we do this week's. So last year, let's try this one. Well, let's hold on a second here. The volume must not be up. Let's try that again. Some technical difficulties. All right, get ready. Okay, friends, do you remember last year when we were all in that multi-purpose room and that speaker is blasting this piece of music so loud in there? Makes you feel like you want to stand on your toes or do this when you're singing it. Right? We all did that. We all enjoyed listening to this piece all together. Do you remember what it is? It's from the opera, obviously. We hear singing. From the opera Turandot, that's right. And the name of the piece, Nessun Dorma, that's right. And the composer, Puccini, that's right, Puccini. All right, so the selection equally as dramatic this week. Let's listen to it. Okay, friends, what are we listening to? Beethoven, that's right, it's Beethoven. And which symphony? Fifth Symphony, that's right, Beethoven's Fifth. And it's very famous, you'll hear it everywhere, and now you know who composed it and the title of it. Nice job. And one day, when we're all together, that will also be a very dramatic piece when we play it all together again. One day. Okay, friends, let's talk about some art. So, I had taken this piece out for the week. Do we remember? There's one, two sisters. That's right, two sisters. And it is by Pierre Auguste Renoir. That's right. And I told you I wanted to show you another piece. The quality is not as good because I had to print them off and my printer is not the best. But you can get close to being able to see. You might be able to look it up. Just Google it once you know the title, and you'll know that today. And you know who the artist is, so you could Google it and take a look at it. So this is also Renoir. This is Girl with the Watering Can. I don't know if you can see, she's holding a watering can right there. And you see, whoops, upside down, sisters. Do you see how similar the colors are? Navy blues and reds and greens. Do you notice that? You'll notice that about a lot of Renoir's paintings. They look similar. It's almost like this could be the same on the pathway. Like they could be at the same park. So it's interesting how artists share what they feel in their art, and that we can get a glimpse of that. Also, we talked about architecture being artwork. And last week we looked at the Washington Monument, and this week we are looking at this building, which is the U.S. Capitol building. That's right. So someday if you go to Washington, D.C., and if you're in the 9th grade, hopefully you'll go with me. We're still planning on our field trips. I know the world has sort of come to a halt right now, and our 6th graders could not go on their 6th grade trip to Florida. We were a week away. It was 1 week. We were all packed, ready to go, had our plane tickets, everything, and the pandemic hit and we couldn't go. But one day, friends, one day, we will manage to get on that trip. At least for sure, we'll, in 2 years, our 6th graders from last year will be our 9th graders, and we'll go see these buildings in person. So the U.S. Capitol building, and remember, this is where we make the laws of our nation. And what are the purpose of our laws, right? To ensure, we say it every day with the preamble, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty to ourselves and our posterity. This is where those laws are made to help secure those rights for us. So the U.S. Constitution and the laws of the land here at the U.S. Capitol building, very important building. Maybe one of you will work here one day. Maybe one of you will be a senator or a representative from New Mexico, or perhaps you'll live in another state and be a representative there. But those are opportunities that are available to you. And hopefully by the time you graduate from Hojo, you'll know all those rights, you'll have a clear understanding, and can serve to represent your country, your countrymen. And even if not, right, we the people, you're still part of the government because you are of the people. That's what was fought so hard for. On this particular day, do you remember this picture, this painting? John Trumbull is the signing of the Declaration of Independence. That's right, which we memorized last year, and we will go over again. So, poetry. This week's selection comes from the 4th grade selections of poetry that if you were here at school, you would be reciting and I would be listening. But because you're at home and I'm here and we're doing the announcements this way, I'm doing the poetry and you're doing the listening. But that's going to change one day, one day. All right, friends. So the poem this week is called Humanity by Alma Stuckey. If I am blind and need someone to keep me safe from harm, it matters not the race to me of the one who takes my arm. If I am saved from drowning as I grasp and grope, I will not stop to see the face of the one who throws the rope. Or if out on some battlefield I'm falling faint and weak, the one who gently lifts me up may any language speak. We sip the water clear and cool, no matter the hand that gives it. A life that's lived worthwhile and fine, what matters the one who lives it? So friends, humanity, right? We continue to see things in our nation and around the world where humans treat each other very badly. So here at Hojo, we talk about that and we look at that and we think, how can we be better? How can we learn from mistakes and be better people? And we study those virtues, we study history, we study literature, and we study humans from all time so that you will know how best to live a happy and virtuous life. Okay, friends, we do have a birthday today. our friend Erilyn is having a birthday today. Happy birthday, Erilyn. I sure do miss seeing you here at school, everyone. So for announcements, the Chromebooks that were supposed to be delivered last week have still not arrived. In our investigation about that, it's a little unclear as to why or where they will be, when they will be here. But we have other plans. We are going to talk with some different people who happen to have a lot of them in another school, and we're going to see if we can get those for our school in the meantime while we wait. We should have words about the hotspots. If you needed a hotspot, we should have those probably within a few days. That has all been ordered and it's on its way. We will reach out to those families who said they needed to have the hotspot. The other news, like I said, the testing, it's tough. It's tough to do school in a pandemic. It really is. So we're doing the best we can with that. If you are scheduled, I believe it's 2nd and 3rd grade today that are testing. If you are scheduled, do your best to log in and take the test. In some cases, we were having some internet issues. In other cases, understanding actually how to do it. It can be very frustrating, and because everyone's just trying their best, and when you're trying your best and things aren't working, it can make you very frustrated. The reason that we have to do the test, or we're trying to do the test, is so that we have some evidence to show the Public Education Commission, when it's time to renew our charter, that our students are working hard and doing their best here at school. So because of the pandemic, we just have to try to do it another way, and it's, believe me, it's miserable on both ends, and we're just doing the best that we can with that. So we'll get this behind us. We'll forge through. If we can get a good portion of our students tested today, we'll just keep forging through. If we continue to have problems, we'll take another look at it and see if there's another way we can do this, or postpone it or something. But I hope we can get through. I hope we persevere. I hope that we are diligent and are able to overcome this. And then we'll continue with lessons for next week. We will be posting more of the content as we move forward after this testing week. So some of the classes will become a little bit harder, a little bit more information to be shared starting on Monday. If you have any questions about that or need any help, make sure you have your parents call, and we can help our families get through this. I think that's all that we have for announcements. So just remember, when we talk about I will do the good, right? We will be good people. We will be virtuous people. We will do the right thing. We will help others. We will make this world a better place, right? So that's why we will do the good. And we will learn the true. We will study things and know things, and be able to see how things relate to other things throughout time and history, across cultures, in different content areas. And so we will learn those things that are true, and we will love and appreciate those things that are beautiful and enrich our lives. So let's say our student pledge together. I will do the good, I will learn the true, and I will love the beautiful. And I hope you have a great day today.